Okay, testing things out. You guys can see me and hear me okay? Let's see. Turn back choppy at all? Alright. Okay. So. You are seen and heard. Thank you, Saf. Okay, so. Let's go hop right on into it then. Hey, what's up? I'm RedBeast13. I'm an editor for the Schmuck Squad. I work on Digimon Bridge and Akame Killer Bridge. So today, we're going to take a look into what I do for Akame Killer Bridge right here. Right here. I'm kind of in front of the preview window just to block copyright from YouTube. Just to hide it. Don't let YouTube know we're here. Don't tell them. It's a secret between you, me, and the rest of you. Alright. So, first thing I'm going to do... Let me just put another ad everyone just to let them know I'm live right now. Okay, yeah. That should do that. Okay, so. Alrighty. Now, first thing we have here.
My voice is very durable.
We have a few things that I want to touch on today. Mostly a few straightforward edits.
Now all of China knows you're here.
Ted Lee just subscribed. All of China knows you're here. Thank you for the sub. I didn't expect to hear that notification so soon. I'm so glad. That was fun. But yes, so let's get right on into it. I have a few effects I want to touch on today. A few clean plates, eye edits. If you have any questions about what I'm doing as I'm going along, feel free to just go ahead and ask them.
Now all of China knows you're here.
Requiem V has subscribed to the channel. Hey, how's it going? You know what? I'm gonna hop in one of the public Discord chats in the Schmuck Squad community. Just let's see, which one? Yeah, why not? I'll hop in the egg zone. Alright, so if any of you are part of the Schmuck Squad's Patreon, I believe you have access to the Discord channel if it's $5 and up. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the chat. But I'm hanging out in the server. Feel free to stop on by, hang out, and ask me any questions you want about what the hell I'm doing and what you're seeing. So, first thing we do... What do we want to touch on first? I have a list here of effects that I want to touch on. Actually, let me get the spreadsheet open. I've made a Google spreadsheet of effects I need done. It's very handy to actually list everything just to have everything organized. specifically made for this occasion, just to help keep me on track. Well, yeah, let's take a look at Toby. Yeah, there's a...
Now all of China knows you're here.
Oh, we just got another subscription. Who was that? Beat it about you in 5. Thanks, Rack. My audio seems a little hot. I'm just going to turn it down just a smidge. Anyway. So, let's go ahead. Hop to that. Oh, don't want to spoil the fun there. Let's see it. Here it is. I am currently running 3 programs open at the same time. I have Premiere, After Effects, and Cinema 4D all open at the same time. So that's going to be interesting to see how this runs. While also streaming. So that's interesting to see. Okay, here's the first effect we can start with. Okay, so if you're familiar with Akame Kill, we have this character named Toby here.
Excellently dodged.
I'm just gonna actually mute that. Why do we want to let spoilers happen? No. Just keep it to ourselves. Let's see here. So, what we're gonna do...
Human.
Nope, I soloed that. I didn't mute it. My bad. So, there we go. Much better. So, we have Toby here in this nice shot. But the problem is the smoke, it sticks around, and I linger on this shot, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this whole shot into After Effects and just get rid of the smoke. We don't need it. So I'm just going to delete that. And Premiere, just Adobe in general, has this fantastic system called dynamic linking, where you can send, without even exporting, you can just right click, replace with After Effects composition, boom. Opens it up immediately into the program, into the related program. And this works with still images, sending them into Photoshop, and audio files, sending them into Audition. It's incredible to just speed up my workflow like that. Just because when I was working with Final Cut Pro, it was a whole process just to get that to work correctly. All right, now we have here. Wait a minute, what the hell? Did you lie to me? I might actually need to do this. Oh, I don't need to do this, in fact.
Now all of China knows I'm here.
Oh my god, it's Requiem.
I couldn't say that with a straight face. God damn it.
The stream's off to a good start. First VFX that I have to do, I realized I don't actually need to do it.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Wait, how does that work? You realize you don't need to do it. Is it already there?
No. Basically, what I was going to do is I was going to make a clean plate because there was smoke in one shot. But it turns out the animation fully fades out, so I actually don't need to make the clean plate at all.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's going to be such a fun effect too. I got across off the list. I was looking for it.
You sound disappointed that you didn't get to do the edit. Because
I am. I really am disappointed. Alright, so, because that was going to be a fun and unique one. Let's see. Let me consult my spreadsheet. What's a fun one that we can do together?
You assume I'm gonna have any help in this. I have no idea. So, you're expecting a lot of me.
I'm mostly just speaking to the void right now.
Oh, is that my name? Okay.
What?
I get how it is. When Red's in editing mode, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just remembers when I was in the call with you while you were editing the thing for my intro. We're just like bullshitting the entire
That
time.
was fun.
Oh, it was just like, what was it? It took you like what, an hour? And I'm just like, yeah, here's the pictures, and you're like, oh, I got this. I'm like, oh, that was quick. Okay.
Yeah, the thing that took the longest was that particle emission. You know what? I know what we can work on. Let's add some gore. So, let's see. We have the shot of Toby here. He's missing an arm all of a sudden. Shame that. Oh, hey, Node. Hey, Ahmed. But yeah, so this character has his arm cut off at one point. So now there's some blood in this area, but there could be more blood. So,
But there could be more blood.
yeah,
That sounds like, okay.
it's kind of a motto of mine when it comes to these kinds of shots. So we're going to dynamic link that over into After Effects. I keep forgetting that that's the first thing in my After Effects comp. that stupid sign. Actually, let me turn on. No, I just realized it won't work. But
Just making sure you're cool with me just here shooting the shit with you.
absolutely.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'd just be just random moments of my silence as I think about what the hell I'm doing.
As you stare into the screen blankly, going, "How the hell am I gonna do?" Oh, that way.
Because normally what happens in these situations is Schmucks will either write the effect or come to me asking, is this doable? And no matter what the effect is, the answer is always the same. Yes! I lie.
Because I remember Coffin freaked out that you edited somebody completely out of like a scene.
Yes, it was
like, frame by frame.
It was Monzemon. In the shots, there's a shot in Digimon Abridged, the newest episode 6, where Agumon and Tai are running away from Monzemon, or running away from the Numamon. But we wrote this is a constant problem for us. We get ahead of ourselves and write more dialogue than we have footage for.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I have this shot of Tai and Agumon running towards camera, but Monzemon's in the shot, and there's explosions behind them. I'll just edit out the explosions in Monzemon and just replace the background and the ground, I guess.
Didn't you also do something where you like had to edit like a background over and over again?
Yes.
So that it was like a continuous walking scene.
That took me 6 hours,
the
yeah.
Characters? Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I'm particularly, actually, on screen right now, there's this sign that says, welcome back, Tatsumi. And if you notice, the sign is actually moving and waving.
Oh, yeah, it's got the little wave effect there. I see that. Like it's being hit by wind.
Yeah, it's not a wave effect. That's a physics simulation that I did in Cinema 4D. That's a cloth sim.
Oh, God. Okay.
Legitimately, as soon as I read that in the script, I was like, I could just take a 2D static image and that would be enough. But
if I have the ability and the time to do this...
But this is a fun excuse for me. Oh, I think Sapphire's in the waiting room.
Oh, shit, you want me to drag him in?
Yeah, sure, bring him in.
Okay.
Sorry, Sapphire didn't see a message, though.
Oh, crap, he messaged me too. Sorry, bud. There we go.
Hey, dude.
Sorry,
Sorry, I didn't see your message before.
That's fine, yeah.
How it's a party.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically whenever I get the chance, my first instinct is always to go with what effects seems the most complicated way to do it. So right here, my goal is to actually have more blood on Toby's arm, because his arm has been removed. So there's some blood at the separation point, but I think we can do better than that. So I have all this in separate layers, just to elongate the shot. So I'm going to pre-compose all of those, so that way I can now motion track him. And I'm going to do this. Let's see, how does he move in this shot? Do I need rotation track?
Editing is such a under thought of part of a lot of creative work, and I have a lot of respect for it.
Oh yeah, I would
It's
say
an art form, a science, and literally a master's degree all folded into one.
honestly, I would say the hardest part of abridging is the writing, and the most time-consuming part is the editing, at least in my opinion.
Dude, I'm writing a script right now because I want to do a thing, but holy fuck, writer's block.
I know, it
Jesus
sucks.
Christ. And then trying to make it I'm in my head trying to go back and okay, what footage are in these episodes that I can use for this? And it's limitations. No.
I know, I hate that. I think Eagle, when episode 2 of Digimon came out, because that was what you were talking about with the whole meme changing the background. When after that episode came out, I think Eagle asked Kaufman, "What's it feel like to never have to worry about the source footage ever again?"
Yeah. By the way, Storm wants to come in.
Oh yeah, yeah. Storm, you can just hop in. You have
Yeah, he's one of the not as big boys. He can
Storm. You can just
jump
hop
in
into the channel. You don't need to go into the waiting room.
Oh my god, hold on. There we go. I dragged him in.
Storm, you don't need to wait. You're okay.
You could literally, Storm, just walk up behind your brother and join the conversation. You didn't have to. You didn't have to wait.
That would have been rude, though.
Okay, so we actually have a unique situation here that this stump moves very uniquely, that a point track like in After Effects won't be that great. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send this to Mocha. This is going to be really fun, because I don't know how to use Mocha.
Oh.
I'm excited. Launch Mocha.
Yep. But yeah, Quinn, I trust me, if anybody gets what you're saying about the fucking writer's block stuff, trust me, I'm not a guy who feels like I want to do a bridging stuff, because that just doesn't feel like my scene. But I'm currently writing a couple things right now. One of them possibly with Armored, and yeah, I feel that.
Dude, I understand. I'm currently working on a script for a writing project, a writing contest.
Yeah, I got a page and a half done. I'm proud of that. Although,
Nice.
at least 1/8 of a page is the title. So I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes it's just a matter of vomiting onto the page and then just get some progress and coming back later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause,
it
I
can really
had
be
to
about
rewrite a
that.
few things because I'm like, wait, hold on, this doesn't work with the footage that could be
I mean-
used there, and I'm like, ah, god damn it.
Storm and I are actually in the middle of writing a series that we want to work on with the Schmucks, but we've been writing it independently in the background, and it's taken us multiple sessions just to be like, okay, this does not feel right. Why doesn't this work? Just trying to figure that out.
Right, yeah.
Also, I'm just holding myself to a BS standard, since everything else in Schmucks, like Goblin Slayer, Digimon, Akame, Heap, 7 Deadly Schmucks, it's all fucking funny, and I want to make sure whatever the two of us come up with is
Matches
of the
that
same
quality.
caliber.
I think I know the series you guys are talking about. I think you might have told me before.
I did.
but-
I approached you about one.
Yes, I do remember. Yes, you asked me to do. Yeah. So whenever that happens, let me know. But
Oh, 100%.
writing.
Yeah, I remember
Sorry,
there's a lot-
Storm. I didn't realize you sent me messages about joining the chat. I'm on stream mode. I can't get notifications.
Oh my god! Wait, Storm. How many? You had the ability to just jump in here. How
You
many
have the
messages did you send
authority.
him?
I didn't want to be rude.
I just jumped in here and went, now all of China knows I'm here. I just fucking came in here. Because I knew Red
Well,
wouldn't mind.
China doesn't know I'm here yet.
You subscribe to the channel. China knows you're here.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, something's was with Mocha. 1 second. I think I need to force quit.
Oh, isn't that opening?
No, it just apparently I need to register, so I'm just gonna have to quickly force quit out of After Effects just to shut it the hell up.
Yeah, something that I always like to say about writing and just like inspiration in general is that it's like lightning. It, like a lot of it can, like when that inspiration comes, it comes quickly, it flashes in your head, and it never strikes the same way twice.
You gotta sort of ride the momentum of it, otherwise it's gone.
Yeah, definitely.
Who was someone who had the quote where it's like if you're having trouble, write drunk, edit sober, or something like that?
Ooh, one of my favorite
one of the-
quotes. Oh, go ahead, Storm.
No, you go ahead. This is your stream after all.
My favorite quote about writing is the purpose of the second draft is to make it seem as though everything was intentional from the beginning, because your first draft will always be disjointed.
Yeah.
Like writer's block is completely okay, even if like just to push past it, just write literally anything, just knowing I will fix this in the second version, because the best thing about writing, no one's ever gonna see version 1. They will only ever see the final version you put out.
That is legitimately the best advice you could give a writer. Just get through the first draft, and then, yeah.
It's like, because you can sit there like, this is terrible, this is awful, and you can just literally just go, that's great. You're the only one who will ever know that.
Another piece of writing advice I got way back from a book my grandfather bought me for Christmas one year was no single writer can write for every audience.
That's important.
Yeah, so no matter what, there's going to be someone out there who does not like what you write, but there'll also be people out there who love what you write. So
I lost my damn it. Because of that force quit, I lost what progress I made on what progress.
Ooh, that sucks.
Okay, I'm switching to a different effect from now until I can figure out what's wrong with my Mocha. That's 2 effects I've attempted in this stream that failed. We're off to a solid start here. Okay.
This is how editing goes, folks.
It really does. Okay.
There is a reason I hardly get to see my brother. I missed you,
Guys,
brother.
I
Back from the war.
I missed you. Brother, is that you? No, guys, we're just going to start with a nice, simple effect.
Also,
boy.
When
Oh,
you
no.
say
Okay, so
simple,
we're going
I
to
know
add
it's
this
not
CG
simple.
sign into the shot here, and right before this explosion hits and just knocks the sign away. You know, a CG simulation. Because
You know,
why not?
easy stuff.
Yeah.
also, howdy Irish.
Oh, Irish is in the
Hey,
chat.
Irish, how you doing?
Also,
Hey.
before we continue, I do want to mention one thing about how I have my. First of all, right here, always organize your files. I've been handed project files that don't have bins and just. Anyway, another thing that I have is this down here. You may notice that on my preview monitor there are all these tiny marks. Orange, pink, white, green, and red. Each of those has a specific meaning that I've designated. Pink are visual effects that have yet to be completed. Orange are art assets that we have to get commissioned. Yeah, like, for example, custom lift laps, expressions,
Eyes.
eyes. So usually that means if I see a lot of orange, that means could you getting paid. Green are missing lines that have not been added yet. For example, we just have a few foot soldiers that I'm just waiting on to get recorded.
I'll get to that eventually.
True. And red is either a cutoff point or red is a shot that's potentially getting cut because waiting for revisions. So you can see in parts in the later half of this episode, there's a lot of pink because I haven't gotten to those yet.
I can't even see that color with my vision, but okay.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
believe it.
Are you colorblind?
Yeah, I keep telling people this. Everyone keeps forgetting I'm colorblind. I can't see certain types of reds, greens, blues, and purples, and that includes pink.
My dad's the same way. With
I just realized that means Storm's in my rule about, oh yeah, one was red, the other was green. You must be like, oh, thanks, assholes.
They look the same and wear shirts I can't differentiate. Fuck! Quick, memorize personality traits. That's how you know. You know, like how my
One
vision
walk
works,
the
though,
limb.
it's like, well, yeah, no, my vision works like I can see reds and greens, but it's like I don't see it the same way you do.
Certain shades.
Exactly, yeah. It's either lighter, darker, or some other amalgamation of a different fucking color that's like weird.
I get that. My dad, when he was a kid in school, he was drawing a picture of a tree, and his teacher asked him, "Why are you using brown to draw the leaves?" And my dad was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Oh god.
Okay, gonna send this to... Okay, fine. You're just gonna be a dick about it then, huh?
I remember, like, I don't know why I'm remembering this now, but, like, I remember, I sort of, like, inspiration and stuff. I remember, like, that, the night where I came up with, that, I'm working on this sort of concept for, it's sort of a Welcome to Night Vale-esque radio drama that's in, like, cyberpunk world. It's something that it's currently on hold because I'm, like, trying to,
If you keep talking,
like,
I'm
rewrite the concept and see how it works, because I know I got, like, Quinn and John on board for it a while back, but, it was, there's something great about that, like, fuck yeah, that just snaps, where everything was...
I'm just going to direct right quick. I just realized, don't know how to motion track in Cinema 4D yet, so we are going to go to a different shot, this one right here. We're going to go to this shot here with Akame and Lubbock. First of all, I need to fix that. That's not right.
You know, Pantalones. I gotta say, writing this episode with Grim, Buddy, and Weasel was a lot of fun.
First thing we have to do is, in the shots, Akame has her eyes closed, so...
God, what I would give to see what Schmuck's writing sessions are like.
For me personally, my favorite part is when they have a very funny idea, and they're like, I don't know about that though. Can we do that? And then I just go, be right back. And I just message Red, and all the while Buddy's just like, no, don't waste his time with that. Don't bother him. And then Red just joins the call for a brief moment, just shouts, I have been summoned, and then he leaves.
Yeah.
I like it. I just imagine, like, in my head that you just stick your head out your door and just go, Red! Red! Can you do this?
I give him no context too, like, hey dude,
It's so annoying.
Quick question, don't ask questions, but can you run over a child that doesn't exist?
With enough effort, maybe.
There's actually one joke that Grim really wanted that I don't think we ultimately used, but Buddy was just like, nah, it's a waste of time. And then Buddy hears me typing, and he's just like, don't you dare!
He knows. He's like, wait, no, don't you dare summon him right now.
Oh, damn it, I forgot to bring... Hold on a second.
That was fun.
It's something that I always do by accident. Sometimes certain jokes require timing to lines, and sometimes I forget to bring that line into After Effects. Yeah. So here we go.
I always enjoy, like, writing with other people because, like, I don't usually have, like, the luxury to be like, to get someone down and be like, hey, you want to write this thing? But when it does happen, it's kind of, it's great. Like, there are times where it's just like for example, like back when I was still writing fan fiction, I had this little group with me. We call ourselves the Fanfic Bards, where we would just
Good name. Good name.
yeah, we wrote fanfics about like Nat 19 and their old Sukan Academy show, and one time we just tried to get into a call together to write something, and we realized that by the hour mark we had gotten like a couple sentences done.
One thing I want to point out, sometimes it's the small things that are wrong with a shot that no one's ever going to notice. For example, I had to composite a shot of Akame's head just to keep her eyes closed, because that's part of the joke here. But the seam doesn't line up completely perfect. But the best part about that is you can't exactly tell. I'm doing some cleaning on it now just to help it. But I only really notice it when I'm zoomed in. Most people are going to view these on their phones. That it's important to understand how this media is going to be consumed. So knowing that most people are going to be viewing it on a monitor maybe this big, as opposed to my monitor, which is a 5K Retina, you gotta weigh the pros and cons when you're working with a deadline.
Yeah.
Funny part is, I know there are some people that will literally like put a magnifying glass to an episode and just go, where are all the mistakes?
Oh,
And
that is totally me. If I have the time, you better believe I'm going to fix all those mistakes.
You used to have seen this sucker in the movie theater when he was watching Iron Man 3 and Doctor Strange.
Oh.
Like, I know the stories on those movies aren't great, but if you went to the movie for the story for Iron Man 3 and Doctor Strange, you were in the movie for the wrong reason.
Yeah, I didn't even think Doctor Strange was that great, but like, goddamn.
The movie wasn't made for the story. It was made for the effects. Let's be fully honest with ourselves.
The story itself is basically Iron Man in 1, again, with the snotty, elite, jackass, loving humility.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the thing that we're doing here, that's not in direction, is we're cutting out Lebak's eye. Why?
oh god.
Yeah. We're doing this.
Alima.
We're doing this so that I can isolate his eye and basically retarget and retime an animation exclusively to it. We want him to look at Akame, so I have now cut out his eye, but I want to make sure I can move it cleanly, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the anchor point so that it's right on top of his pupil, so that way any rotation I do is all centered from that point. I'm going to set my first keyframe right there for position, and just to be safe, let's set a rotation keyframe too. What I usually do is I animate things in stages of 3, like I have it animate 3 frames. Otherwise, it will look. There's too much in between otherwise. And anime motion doesn't. It's not high quality to have that fluidity. So usually 3 frames is enough just to work with anime footage.
Something that I always think about in like regards to Doctor Strange is like, Del Toro is my all-time favorite director, and I frequently browse this big Wikipedia list of just like all of the projects he wanted to do that just never got through. And I'm like, of course he wanted to do a Doctor Strange movie, like, of course he would.
That's very him.
And then I see I see a little bit more about it, and I'm like, wait, he was trying to get this off the ground with a screenplay by Neil motherfucking Gaiman.
I'm not familiar with Neil Gaiman. Who is that?
Are you familiar with like Coraline or Good Omens? Or any of that stuff?
Okay, never mind. You've said enough.
San Antonio, are you
But you know Neil Gaiman, trust me. Like I've been seeing like those master classes of his writing on YouTube. Like just the commercials.
Another
I love
thing,
this.
another thing we've just done is we've erased LeBuck's eyebrow. We did that with a just a color file, but it's too smooth. So I'm adding a small bit of noise to the shot, just because right now we're really zoomed in and you can see that fine pixelation. Just want to add that back in. I'm doing this so I can extract his eyebrow and animate it myself, sort of cock his eyebrow when he hears what Akame is saying to him. Spoiler alert, she's threatening violence on him. I'm trying to get through this tutorial, well, behind the scenes. Nope, that's not file, damn it. I'm trying to get through this as much as I can without giving you guys spoilers as to what's going to happen in the next Akame episode. But if you happen to hear a rogue line or two, that's not a big deal. You guys are lacking some context. Right.
You know the weirdest like sequel thing I heard recently?
What's up?
So like Scott Derrickson, who did direct Doctor Strange, he is on board to direct the sequel to Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. Guillermo del Toro's Labyrinth.
No, as in David Bowie's Labyrinth.
Oh,
You are thinking of Pan's Labyrinth.
yes, I am. We were just talking about Del Toro, so pardon me.
No problem. Like I'm always up to talk about Del Toro, but I have not seen Labyrinth, which is a shame because I'm a huge Bowie fan. But even I understand that there does not need to be a sequel to Labyrinth.
But what if the boy from the first film has now grown up and he wants to be the Goblin King now?
Okay,
I'm
listen
not doing
here.
that.
No.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
I don't need a sequel to Dance Magic Dance. Leave it alone, please.
Dance, magic, dance.
Who
But
would
yeah,
say
no
Yeah, but-
one wants a sequel to Labyrinth.
like you can't? There are very few people who I could think that you could get to replace the Goblin King. Tilda Swinton, Janelle Monáe, that's it.
Also, let's be honest, with today, it's very unlikely that they would use practical puppets like they did back then.
Yeah, or like the real deal, like green screen, early CGI stuff they tried doing.
I hope they just go full like Dark Crystal Netflix thing and like stage
Oh
your
hell yeah!
because Jim Henson is a personal hero of mine.
Dude, the thing that got me into storytelling was a show that my middle school librarian showed me once. The librarian will show my class movies every now and then, just because the teachers just needed a break every now and then. And the show she showed us was Jim Henson's The Storyteller.
Oh yeah.
Like, the very first episode was a soldier and demon, but this old hurts. Like, he was a young man, but they put makeup on him to look old, and it was just like, forced to live an immortal life. And I was like, wait a second, this old guy telling the story. You can't fool me. He's the soldier. Fast forward like 10, 20 years, John Hurt is announced to play the Doctor, an immortal with a box that's big on the inside. I feel as though I predicted that.
Yeah. I love John Hurt. One of my favorite shows on the Sci-Fi Network was Jim Henson's Creature Shop Challenge, which was basically like taking a bunch of like amateur puppeteers and stuff, and like it was hosted by Brian Henson, who is one of Jim Henson's sons who runs the company.
Oh, hey,
And
Kadir's
it's
in the chat. Hi, Kadir.
Hey. Yeah, it was basically like a challenge to like build these puppets and teams in the style of like a Jim Henson style thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it got canceled when I just like offloaded a shit ton of its programming.
Yeah.
Okay, one second. I need to hear this. Okay, there we go. I need to actually now time the scale because we want his pupil to shrink here. So I'm going to shrink it about that size. Now.
This is the majority of the reason I'm not caught up on a lot of shows. Because you and I watch stuff together.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, dude.
I'm not saying
I'm
Give
just not
me
caught up.
time to work more on this writing contest that I need to finish the second draft for chapter 2 on.
Hold on.
Huh.
Masking is probably the most common thing I do. Let's see.
So I went down a
There
quick
we go.
rabbit hole. Apparently, like the sequel thing, it's gonna be more of a spin-off thing, and like they have gotten the Henson company back on board for it, so it's probably better stuff.
Just a quick heads up. I'm currently rendering the shot now. Dynamic Link is great for sending stuff just immediately over to After Effects and just working straight from there. The problem is that with a dynamic link, the playback can get a little wonky. Like, as soon as this is done, I'll go back to Premiere, and you'll see that it's this pinkish bar with a red line on the top here. That means that if we want to watch this, we have to actually render it. And that can take time, and when I do no less than half a freaking dozen VFX shots in any given episode, that can get very time consuming and very laggy. So what I often do is I just render out at just max lossless quality and just do that because that just works faster for me. And then what I'll do is I'll also label the clip a different color than the source footage just so I know where I've been. So let's see, there's that. Let me just play that back for myself just to see how that's.
And is she fucking sleeping?
Yeah, she does that.
Lubbock, if you keep talking.
Well, I need to reduce quality just a smidge just so I can play this back easier because I've got 3 programs open.
Yeah, she does that.
Lubbock, if you keep talking, I'm gonna eat you.
Oh yeah, Rick, you in a D&D game recently, right?
Yes.
How'd it go?
She does that.
Lubbock, if you keep
Oh,
talking,
wait, you
I'm
mean
gonna
Pathfinder
eat you.
game?
Yeah, how'd it go, man?
It was supposed to be tonight, but they called it off just because stuff. And one of our guys couldn't show up.
Oh man,
I
that
know.
sucks.
Otherwise, it's going pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, no complaints really.
I just had a session with my team that I DM for my home guys, and I just threw a bunch of U1T at them.
Snake
as
people.
though- And they are going to fight the Yamato no Orochi,
Yeah.
You son of a
Be-
bitch.
because it might be trying to eat someone of the party's family. A lot of things happened.
I'll be honest, I don't know what that is. I'm not.
The
Oh,
Yamato,
very
the
deep into
Orochi
the lore.
is a creature from Japanese mythology that does not exist in the game. Storm homebrewed it into reality by modding a Hydra.
Oh, you monster!
Yeah, it's a giant 8-headed snake.
God.
Yeah, I did that because the player in question who has this thing as his nemesis, he has amnesia, and he's a massive anime fan. He actually is responsible for getting Red and me into a lot of anime. So I was like, why not? Here you go, you weeb. So, yeah, the second I gave him the clues of the Orochi, he was just like, "You motherfucker."
It's like, I
Have you
like
done?
the context, but I hate how you're using it.
He's like, "Why did you do this to me?" And I told him, "You gave me a loaded gun by not having a backstory." I rolled with it.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
and
our DM, well, Ezzy, he put us through an encounter one time because apparently we had to do a thing where we had to kill some of these. I don't know what they are. They're like evil crayfish-looking things. So we were trying to kill these out of a
Cycling?
pond. I don't know. It looks like a shrimp if it was
Yeah,
like 3
she
feet
does
long,
that.
Love it
and
if you
was
keep
evil.
talking.
But yeah, so
I'm
we were
gonna
supposed to
eat you.
get these things out of like a reservoir for fish because we needed to get them to for an orphanage and something. It was a whole quest. But one of our players didn't show up that day, and the DM, in his infinite wisdom, decided to take over the character, like and but be a dick. So there was a thing that was in place where if we killed enough fish, apparently we angered a water god or the nature god, who then sent 2 armors that had a hardness level we had to break down before we could even do any damage.
Ooh, hardness
Oh
levels.
yeah,
That's
that's
rough.
right. Pathfinder, I forgot.
We ended up running away from the encounter. It looked like the Scooby-Doo gang ran away.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing
Because
wrong
he had us
with
do a
that.
quick time event too. Like there was a point where I rolled a nat 20 with my athletics, and so it's like there's a bunch of rocks in front of you, and I'm just like I run through the rocks, roll for it, and he goes, "Okay, there's now a requiem-sized hole in the rocks." Where you are."
I love when ludicrous shit happens.
But yeah, it was funny too because when we were fighting these things, they would come up and try to hit us, but would roll like negative damage. So we just came up with our head cannon like, okay, so the shrimp just came up and dabbed in our face, then ran away.
me and sorry, me and possibly armored. We're working on this concept for like might turn out to be like a short film or something where it's like it's basically just about people playing D&D, and like a lot of like the concept isn't the presentation where it's like you never really cut away from the table, like changes in like lighting, sound design, and that tells the story basically, but you never like see it away from the table, and it's sort of about just basically just
Been having fun.
why people love this, like why people get so into this stuff.
Speaking of fun, oh, this is gonna
Did,
sound, this is another.
did the stream catch me looking at Leona's ass?
I don't know, probably.
One second, I just gotta put all these in the correct folders. With how much I send things into After Effects, it can quickly get messy in here.
Speaking of the fun D&D thing, the last session we did, one of our Ava, whose character is a bronze dragon in this game, is in love with an elf apparently in this game, and she's a good actor. So his idea to try to get her to notice him was to go and do a play in disguise, and then be like, "Haha, it was me." Basically, it turned into a whole session of us role playing Romeo and Juliet, but we called it Nomeo and Juliet. And as soon as I walked in, Ezzy, the asshole, was playing the director, and he ran up to me and went, "You, my Juliet," and I'm like, "Oh fuck this." So I played Juliet, and it was me and Ava going back and forth with these goddamn lines. And I'm just sitting there like, you know what? Fuck it. Okay. Yeah. The best part about this is they put me in a dress, but my character has a cursed arm. So just imagine a real spiky thing on my right arm, and that's the dress. Like, hold on, I might have a picture of how this looks.
Oh, that's sick.
Because Ezzy's wife actually drew this.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, that was our session. It was. Oh, yep, here it is. Hold on.
Okay.
God damn it.
Red and I are in a game together where I play a blood hunter, and he started off playing as a lingering soul. Both are Matt Mercer 5e classes.
I just need to interject here to explain something about what I'm doing here.
Go ahead, please. I'm sorry.
So this next show I'm working on, two different characters are talking, but the camera, typical anime style, doesn't like staying in one spot. So I'm now motion tracking two different spots on. I'm motion tracking two different moments. First, I'm motion tracking the first character to just get the tracking data on his face, so that way I can just throw lip flaps at him. Then I'm going to take the audio that I also brought into After Effects and use that to time the lip flaps. Then I'm going to be doing the same to the other character. I know a lot of people just sort of do this by hand in Premiere or the editor of choice. I don't got time for that. So I'm just essentially cheating and just going, just speedlining this process just by having, tracking them, placing them on, and just timing them.
Hey,
John.
John D.
Hey, John D, what's up, man?
Hey, John D. Wait, hold on. All right, yeah.
Glitch in the
Wait,
matrix.
I am a John D.
Hold on, Storm. I
Yes.
found the image.
Oh boy.
You're about to see this. This is. Oh, God. So that was my character.
Storm, you have to
amazing.
you have to show it to me after the stream.
Put in voice chat companion.
Yeah. hold
I'm
on.
currently motion tracking. There's not much I can do while I'm motion tracking.
Yeah.
I
but
got you,
that-
man.
All right,
That
Jen,
was-
I'm not a mod on this channel.
That was
Yeah.
me for Romeo and Juliet. I'm still gonna kill Ezzy for that.
Look at the bright side. You're not the party's only tank who has a habit of having houses fall on you.
A habit of having houses fall on you.
No matter where we go, each storyline somehow a house always falls on Alex's character, on Storm's character.
I put it in voice chat companion for anyone who wants to look, and then I'm going to delete it.
I'll see if I can quickly swap over.
All
to
right,
see
don't
it.
worry. I sent it to you personally, so you can check it out after the stream.
Yeah, you don't have
Excellent.
to, Red. Don't worry. I'm sorry. for distracting you.
Excellent.
But yeah, the first time it happened,
A wizard did it.
technically a sorcerer, but basically, the party's paladin went down in combat, surrounded by a bunch of shadowy, spectral, necrotic clones while fighting the avatar of a dark god.
No, that was the second time it happened.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the first time
Oh,
it happened
right,
to you in
that's-
session 1.
That's right, a wizard did it.
The wizard did it that time. The second time was the sorcerer.
Right. Basically, my character ran in, knew that the paladin failed another death save, she'd be gone. So, ran in, fed her a health potion, and then with my hasted action, because I was hasted, I asked if I could yeet the paladin to safety, because we had this private Discord chat where we were strategizing, and we came up with a plan that was stupid, so naturally I was on board.
We call
So
it
I
Pass the
yeeted-
Paladin.
Yeah, pass the paladin. So I yeeted the paladin, and the sorcerer was like, okay, here we go, and collapsed the roof on us, so we got the entire second story on the first floor.
The funny thing is, the Lingering Soul has a hit die of 1d6. I'm so used to playing tanks that I realized, oh no, this is not a good scenario for me. Because I was also in the area of that.
So I
Yeah,
can-
and then you tried to possess it because you're a ghost. Thank God we finally got you back to life.
Dude, I just gotta say, being a horse and walking to bandit camps and being a horse that knows karate, I'm just saying.
Gonna catch these hooves, boy. Move out of the
Exactly.
way.
Yeah, the bands didn't know what to expect. They're like, okay, free horse.
Fucking Chase reblogged a thing on Tumblr that's like D&D is a wild experience when you're invested. You're simultaneously playing a game, creating a narrative, and becoming your own fandom.
That's
Yeah.
actually accurate, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one. It was like it's like the day of D&D, and it's like the players are all excited, like, oh yeah, only 6 more hours till D&D, and then it shows the DM who's like freaking out, going, oh shit, only 6 more hours until D&D. I
Yeah.
have to get my stuff together.
Yeah.
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 That's a mood right there.
Actually, one of my favorite moments that ever happened to me was the time I popped a dragon. So we were fighting this guy who polymorphed himself into a dragon, and he ate me. So I was like, oh hell no, I'm going down fighting. So I attacked him from the inside, and reduced his polymorph form down to 0 hit points. Funny thing about polymorph, when the creature form you're in is reduced to 0 hit points, you revert to your normal self. And he had eaten my character, a 6 foot tall human in full plate armor, with a shield and glaive. I popped him like a balloon.
Oh God, no.
Oh.
My favorite thing was as the DM seeing those hit points drop and just think to myself, okay, this is going to be fun.
I distinctly remember right before, like, you started to narrate that, I was rolling damage and just sort of asked out loud, wait a minute, what happens if I drop this guy to 0 hit points while I'm inside his stomach? And then you just go, we're about to find out.
I'm gonna head off, but I do want to leave you with the knowledge that, Quinn, I do have that image saved.
God damn it.
Excellent.
To quote Rob the Movie Maker, it is probably easier to find a sugar cube on the moon than delete something from the internet.
Well, it was shown on stream, so.
Well, I didn't show it on stream.
No, I mean during the stream, they my thing, they showed it, and they also kept drawing pictures of my butt. So
Well, I can see why. You made a very handsome character.
they gave me the "Thou art nasty" booty shorts, and so they drew it on there.
Alright, see you guys later.
So yeah.
Man.
Now, for this part, we're going to figure out how to time the lip flaps to the character here, Jeffrey. Now, I usually have a straightforward system at this point. The closed lip flap is labeled yellow, half is green, and fully opened is blue. So yellow is pretty much going to stay consistent throughout the entirety of the shot. So, let's see.
Oh, hey!
So the first line is, oh, hey. So you can just kind of get a beat on how this is going to flow just by looking at the waveforms. The lowest points are going to be the green, while the higher points are going to be taken up by the blue. And personally, I like to have at least one frame of medium lip flaps between full lip flaps. I don't like to go from full lip flap straight to closed. I know some are okay with it, but personally it just doesn't look right to me. So let's see.
Can I jump? Can I jump?
Okay. Alright, that's all of his lines. So now I'm just going to fill in the spots that the blue should be in by cutting off where they overlap with the green. I'm using the shortcut command Shift D just to essentially sever the clip from itself, just so I can walk fast. after this
I'm
one.
gonna jump out for a bit myself. I gotta take care of the dog.
Alright, tell Bailey I love her and pet her tummy for me.
Of course I will.
Give her many pets.
Of course. My hand will not leave her tummy.
Good.
Good.
I wish I could give my dog some pets right now.
Are they? Why were they?
Unfortunately, Pogo ate about a pound and a half of chocolate yesterday.
Oh.
Are they at the vet?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
They are.
Are they okay?
They have been overnight. Or he has been overnight, yeah.
A pound and a half?
How did that happen?
I left him. I left. I'm sorry, not a pound and a half. I'm sorry, not a pound and a half. An ounce and a half.
Oh, okay. I was like, a pound and a half.
I was like,
Yeah, I don't know
I was
why
like, that
thought
dog
it
is
was
tough.
I don't know.
Would you
An
leave
ounce
like
and
a
a-
raw chocolate
Still
bar
for-
with the chocolate chunk somewhere? Jesus.
Yeah, actually, I did. I left it on a table he could have reached because I'm a fucking idiot.
Now you just have to.
Actually, to be fair, my dad also picked up the bar. He's like, oh wait, no, I have enough chocolate, and then put it back down.
Just right quick, I need to listen to this right quick just to see if I timed this right.
Oh, hey! Looks like they're having a sleepover.
Okay, the pet doesn't need to be there. That was my mistake.
Oh, hey! Looks like they're having...
Nope, it does need to be there. It's this one that doesn't need to be there.
Oh, hey! Looks like they're having a sleepover. Can I join?
Okay, let me just that again.
Oh, hey! Looks like they're having a sleepover. Can I join?
I need to look the way for him.
Looks like they're having a sleep... Sleepover.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
But what's not good?
You know the riots at the moment?
I am aware, yeah.
Apparently they're about a mile from me now.
Oh, stay safe.
Yeah.
Sleepover.
Well, shit.
Sleepover. A sleepover.
Okay, yeah. I know people like Kazuneko can get through just looking at the waveform. I'm not like that.
Having a sleepover.
Okay, so
Looks like they're having a sleepover. Can I join? Looks like they're having a sleepover. Can I join?
okay. And now you can see that our timeline down here is pretty packed. So what I'd like to do is take the entire left flaps and just pre-compose them with the motion track data. That's important. You always want to bring the motion track data with them to that folder. Otherwise, they become what's what I'm looking for. They become they don't stick with that motion data that we gave them, so then they just become stagnant and it defeats the purpose. So we have Jeffrey's lip flaps pretty solid, so now we need to motion track Dr. Stylish here. So that's going to require making a null layer. Now a null layer is essentially a layer that has nothing. It's not even visible, it's just an invisible nothing layer. The value of a null layer is that you can actually put information on it, such as motion track data. That's really all I know you can do with a null layer. If you know if there's any other uses to a null layer, please let me know in the comments. But all the tutorials I've ever seen null layers used for is all for motion tracking. So it's good here that his jaw isn't moving up and down, because otherwise that would be a pain in the ass, considering that Stylish is essentially separated from the background here. That would create more problems. I would need to, as he moves, I would need to track the background and replicate what's behind him, and that's a lot of just
lot of
that,
work.
yeah. I don't want to say it's a lot of work, because while it is, it could be worse. We all know I've dealt with worse.
Yeah, we know. We've heard the stories. We've told many on
You
this stream already.
madman.
Oh, also important to note here, always make sure your target is going to a null layer. Otherwise, you just wasted some time. Alright, so now that we have that set up, I'm going to duplicate the original file of Stylish so we can get his lip flaps from that. So let's see. First thing we'll do is look for a closed lip flap, which he's mid rant at the moment, so there has to be one around here somewhere. If it turns out there isn't a closed lip flap, I would have to either figure out how to make one myself, or if the shot's unique enough that we need something very specific, we would usually commission Kadiryu for something like that. There's a few shots in this episode that are like that. Sometimes I can get around with just, like, for example, if there's something in front of the mouth, I can just take that into Photoshop and use the clone tool to just remove that. But most of the time, it's like, nah, I don't have the artistic touch like she has. We need to bring in the big guns. We've also worked with other very talented artists, such as Demon Grocery Store, Tasks. She was just awesome to work with. There we go. There's a closed lip flap, you smug son of a bitch. Now, another important thing, as soon as I find it, I immediately link it to it. Otherwise, I make a freeze frame of it. If I jump anywhere else, that, like... No, I'll show you as an example. I'll jump to around... What was that? To around this point. And mask it out so we can see what the hell I've just done. Boom. Now it's tracked, but it's in the wrong spot. If we want this to go with the motion tracking, and I've hit undo too many times, so now I have to... Oh no, I can't redo. Shit.
Oh.
It's okay. I was just one frame off from what I was looking for. That's fine. So now I'm at the right spot. Now I take my pen tool. This is absolutely the tool I use the most in After Effects. And then I personally like to give it a feather of 5 just so it has a bit of blend to it. And then voila. Let me just quickly...
Remember, folks, if it's that easy for him, but he has 10 years under his belt. Get into editing when you can.
Yeah, this is... I think at this time it's 12 years at this point, actually, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I saw it in 2008.
Yeah, 12 years. Damn.
Yeah, and back then I was using iMovie, and occasionally I was using Photoshop, but I was using Photoshop and ImageReady. They don't even make ImageReady anymore. It's been lumped.
Yeah, I'm sitting over here with my version of Microsoft Movie Maker. So
you can still do good stuff with Movie Maker.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the hang of it though. It's not.
It's
easy.
all about, honestly, this is why I always say it's all about just knowing your software and about knowing how to use it. If I didn't start with iMovie and move on from there, I would be using the software improperly, because it doesn't matter if you start with whatever software. You can start with anything, but so long as you have the understanding of pacing and cutting, software like that is basic enough that it doesn't offer extravagant bells and whistles that could distract you from learning what editing is really about, the core values of editing: cutting, pacing, and just telling a good story. You don't need all the bells and whistles to figure out how to tell a good story. They help when you get eventually much better at it, but you can absolutely make do with iMovie, Movie Maker without all these visual effects. Clever writing is the thing that carries the series all the way. That's why I say that writing is the most... I would say writing is the hardest aspect for that, but it's only executed well in the edit. That's why the two have to work hand in hand together. And that's why editing is the longest part of making anything.
Words of wisdom from Red.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been using After Effects for about... Let's see, when did I start using After Effects? Let's ballpark and say 10 years. I've used the software long enough to know what kind of mistakes I can make. So, for example, how I messed up before with not bringing my audio, I know how to fix that. Okay, now what's going to do with what we did before with Jeffrey. With stylish lip flaps. And again, if I'm going to have a closed lip flap shot, I don't want just one frame of that. That just looks messy to me. Like there's a moment here where we hear Stylish breathe, so I might open his mouth for that, depending on how prominent the sound is. And usually, if I can, I'll end a wood with two frames of half open lip flaps. That way, it helps transition to a closed lip flap better. At least in my opinion. Lip flaps are a very complicated monster in the abridged community that I've noticed. Everyone has their own ideas and methods on how to work with them. So this is just my method.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Exactly. And I guarantee if you talk to 8 abridgers, you're going to get 8 different responses on how to work with lip flaps.
Hello there. Yeah, we can, we'll get you a copy of what we've done here today.
And then
Not all
we're
of it
going to
can-
have
all of it can make it.
here.
Limited on time, obviously, we have to show the game, but we're gonna use all the best of it and, but we can give you the whole thing, absolutely.
Almost like I remember the time I destroyed my campaign. Whew.
This one is Wednesday.
Okay, now let's see how those pace out. The funny part is this green bar here is RAM preview. Until that goes over everything I'm trying to watch, everything plays kind of choppy. So that means you'll occasionally hear actors' lines slow down, and they just sound like monsters. One second, I just need to hear what's going on.
Sorry.
All according to my perfect plan.
Okay, so that's more of a closed lip flap noise, so I don't need those.
I mean, I mean, I mean.
Let's try that.
I mean, all according to all according to my perfect plan. All according to my
Yeah, a problem I often have is how it's difficult to get a beat on a few of these lines and how they're supposed to be heard. So I'm just gonna raise this up so I can see my everything a bit more.
I mean, all according to my
Yeah, according here.
all accord all
Okay, yeah, that has to start sooner.
according
Okay, so just going to add that.
all according to my perfect plan.
Yeah, the annoying thing is when it doesn't play cleanly.
All according to my perfect plan.
Okay, there's something to do there.
All according to my perfect
His mouth just goes off and just perfect.
perfect perfect
Let's try this. If that works.
to my perfect plan. Perfect
Okay, gotta drop that.
perfect plan.
And I think we just gotta add one more frame there, and it should be good.
To my perfect plan.
Let's add one more frame here. Scooch that to the side by one frame each.
According to my perfect plan.
There we
Okay.
go. Okay, let's do it one more time.
I mean, all according to my perfect plan. I mean, all
Now about this breath that we hear. Let's add.
Liam said he'd do the opening and send it tonight.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, and the promo of this too, right? Does he know what to do with the promo?
And just going to add one more of the full open just to see how that breath looks as a full open. If not, we'll just make that a very long half open.
I mean, all
That looks. I like that. So once again, I'm going to pre-compose or pre-comp all of this, the lip flaps and the motion track data, all stylish into one single file. And I like to color code them just so at a glance I get a better look at who's who. If I need to come back and edit them later. Because often I'll get notes on how a lip flap looked or how really anything just didn't seem right. So I never assume an effect is done until it's uploaded. Until the episode's done and uploaded. Oh, I think I actually still have old project files from. I think I still have project files from episode 4 of Digimon.
I'm glad he's got your name, so that's okay.
Oh my god, Rick!
I'll watch it tonight, make some notes, and I'm gonna edit it.
I just checked.
Oh.
I just checked Discord. I saw the picture that you sent Storm and Storm sent me. That's amazing. What class is this guy?
Human champion.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, basically a paladin.
That's cool.
By the way, my arm shoots fire.
Yes.
Yeah. It's also cursed and talks to me. It's like a cursed dragon item or something, but
I love it.
yeah.
Love it.
But imagine Juliet. Just
Willful out though. Yeah.
It was so funny because me and Ava were just going at it. It's like, okay, yep, this is getting fun. All right, fucking, I don't even care. I'm in a dress.
I'm in a game with the Hawk Abridged, and his character is this very charismatic sorcerer, and we had to win a game against. We had to win a series of challenges against this primordial, this ancient titan. So I think there were 5 of us. So we had to beat him at 3 out of 5 challenges. Our group's druid challenged him to a game of friendship, in which we had to see who knew him better. So he pulled in the party's artificer, who way back when he used a magic item to share memories with. So this character knew literally everything about the druid, and they won that challenge because of that. Storm's character challenged him to a foot race and won. The artificer also had a gun, so he challenged him to a shooting gallery, but one strike against us on that one. So it came down to me and Hawk Sorcerer, and we're like, come on, Hawk, surely there's something that you can do to challenge him. And Hawk was like, I challenge him to bed. Yep, it became that.
Okay then.
It was freaking hilarious. Hawk was awesome. I love that.
Thankfully, our game hasn't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was something. Okay, so let's see. Now I just gotta bring this in. Yes, I know I have to update. Bite me. Okay. I like to label everything that's a V effect violet. And yes, I count motion tracking lift flaps as a V effect. Don't at me. Huh. 29 accomplished VFX. Out of... How many VFX do I have listed this episode? Ooh, 57. That's not bad. Alright, let me just mark this as complete on my sheet here. Excellent. Now, what effect should we do next? Let me turn things over to the chat for a second. Do you guys have any questions on how I do any of this? On any effects that you want to see done? Also, ignore my father in the background.
No.
He's in a work call while I'm also in a work call.
Fair enough.
Actually, there's a fun effect right here. Not that. This isn't the effect. But there's an effect right here.
Oh, now you done
Leone has a very cool expression here, but it's not timed with her dialogue. So I want to try and see if I can activate that animation sooner. But the problem is, it's the full length of the clip. So I'm going to just take what her eyes do and track them back in earlier into the shot. And I know what I said does not make any sense, but trust me, it will once you see it.
I believe you.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so first of all, should come to work area.
Oh, now you.
Leave in 2 minutes, Stace, okay?
You can hear it sounds like Carrie's roaring when it's played in slow motion.
Hold on, I need to hear this.
Darn it! Oh, now you. Darn it! Oh.
Oh God, I just heard it on the stream. It's like.
Can you do what Pyra does and also stream on Discord so we get them more up to date?
That might crash my computer. In
Yeah.
all honesty.
Yeah. Okay.
I
I
knew I
figured
wasn't
there was
doing it. I'm like, overload.
Yeah, I'm currently running Cinema 4D, which I don't need to be running Cinema 4D. I'm not going to be doing any cinema work today. But I'm still running After Effects and Premiere at the same time. So I'm just going to quickly mute her. So my goal here is to take this blank and try and have that happen sooner. So I need to find a good track point. A point that doesn't change a lot. The problem is I don't think that exists in this shot. So what can I use? Oh, wait. I got one. Okay. But I don't think it's not prominent enough. So we need to do a fun trick here to make the motion tracking think that there's more detail than there is. We are going to...
Tricking software sounds like a fun time.
Oh yeah. Nope, that's the wrong setting. Okay, we're adding some contrast into this with 3 layers of unsharpened mask. That's really bring out the extra detail. So with this, I can now motion track it a bit easier. At least in theory. Now there's 2 spots in particular that I think I can motion track. This part of a scarf and this essentially this clump of hair. The clump of hair is closer to what I want the track to be affecting. So let's go with that. Let's go with this area of her nose. That way there's a lot of lines that the computer can read. Okay, so let's see how that works. The only problem is if her nose wiggles at all, it's going to throw off the track, and I wasn't looking at her nose before. I think it's just her eyes and her mouth that shake. Oh wait, I think we just had a problem in that track. Yes, we did. Okay, another useful tip. If you see that a motion track goes off, Usually, if you go back to that moment and just track it frame by frame, usually the computer will realize, oh, made a mistake, and correct its course. And then you can just play from there on out. Also, when you're tracking a zooming shot like this, even though you have detail in the background, like we have these rocks here, you don't want to motion track those because, happened again, because that's just, what's the best way to phrase it? The animators didn't draw this at the same time. So there's a 3D separation there. Her zoom is happening at a different speed as the background zoom.
Alrighty.
And I just realized I messed up. I need to be doing a scale track, which means I need another point here. So I think I'll track them both. Now, a scale track is a bit more complicated because you need two consistent points and you need to keep your eye on both of those points. So if we see anything go off on either, we need to strike immediately. Otherwise, things are going to get, what's the word I'm looking for? Sloppy, essentially. Most of the effects that I tend to add to episodes are not scripted. Usually they tend to just be random things that I notice that could enhance the episode, such as this, where I'm just retiming a glare. It looks like something happened over here. I'm going to have to look at that after this is done. Alright, so close now. I heard a jingle jingle. Is that you, Bailey?
Bailey.
Is it the puppy? Oh,
Is it the good dog? Good puppy.
thought I wouldn't notice that, did ya? I need to restart the track. It got desynced. Fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean that's the complicated thing when it comes to tracks like this. Also, it doesn't help that I really should plot out better my effects and how I intend to do them. But this always just appeals to me more. It's more fun for me to do it. Like sometimes I'll think of, okay, how am I going to accomplish this effect?
You weren't you weren't syncing your audio through AirPlay, were you? Oh, that was a pain in the ass.
John, you want to explain what we're talking about to the audience? If you're on a Mac,
So
don't use what was it, Shine White Box?
Oh, well, that's a different issue.
Oh yeah, that's right. The AirPlay was your dad. Oh,
The AirPlay was my dad. He was using AirPlay is a feature on Macs that lets you play music over speakers connected to your wireless network. But as a side effect, these speakers have a little bit of a delay inherent, and it really can't be avoided. So my dad was using his AirPlay speakers to sync the audio in his iMovie project.
Oh
As
no. I can see where this is going.
yeah,
Oh,
took us
awful.
took us way too long to figure out the problem. But yeah, as a result, everything was like 3 or 4 seconds off.
Oh, Jesus.
As a frame of reference, I have two monitors here. When I work in After Effects, what you're seeing here is not how I walk. I usually project my video feed, like this monitor here, onto my second monitor, just so I have more workspace available for when I'm working. I never use my second monitor when I'm doing time-sensitive stuff like lip syncing or anything like that. Because in theory, my monitor that second monitor is in sync, but I don't want to risk it. Okay, so now what we're going to do...
Oh God, I gotta. So my mom uses text to speech whenever she tries to text me. Sometimes, it corrected my name to Quintus.
Quintus!
I love it.
Apparently, I'm a senator in Rome now. Okay.
Quintus Maximus!
Quintus Maximus Deridius, commander of the legions of the Door.
Okay, so let's add a freeze frame of this. And track that. We'll make you yellow. Track that. Let's make you... No, let's follow the flap rule. Let's make you green. Okay, but let's see. Let's find where I want this animation to occur.
No, you.
Alright, I'm gonna head out, guys.
Alright.
All right.
Yep, I will.
No.
Red. Always fun talking with you.
Darn it.
Do the editing. Get the thing. You got this. Woo.
I got the thing.
Sync that audio. Sync the audio. Yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys later.
Alright, see ya.
Later.
Goodbye.
So how have you been doing, man?
I've been okay. I mean, aside from, the dog
Yeah, I can
doing
imagine.
a dumb.
Yeah.
And, well, me doing a dumb more than that.
I mean, you would expect the dog would be small enough at this point. It's like, hey, don't do something stupid. I'm turning off the mass guide for this just so I can try and better align them. I'm also going to reduce opacity just so I can... Okay, I've done this once before with Joe and Digimon. The trick here is to find a point where you can hide a stitch, which is difficult here because of Leone's hair. As a matter of fact, her hair might be the perfect place to hide a stitch. Let's try something, shall we? Okay, there's another problem we have. It's off there. What if we distort it a little bit like this? Is that noticeable? There we go. That works beautifully. Now all we gotta do is the same for this shot. These are the kind of things that will never be noticed when it's actually in motion. There are really two types of visual effects out there. The ones that are meant to be noticed, and the ones that are meant to be noticed. And no, that's a lie. I just lied to you. I apologize.
How dare you?
There are many types of visual effect shots. The ones that are meant to be noticed, the ones that are meant to just be seamless. This happens a lot in the backgrounds of movies, for sets. Multiple times if you see a city landscape in the background and you think, oh wow, they actually filmed on that freeway. No, they didn't. That's a set. Then there are the effects that go by so quick you're not actually going to notice them. For example, if you slow down like Iron Man's suit animating on in Infinity War, looks kinda janky, but because it's all happening in motion, it hides the imperfections. That's what we're dealing with here. Oh, I made a mistake. I need to fix that right quick. There we go. Move it to the correct spot. There we go. Now it has the correct scale we're walking off of. I swear, for bridging, this is the best tool you can ask for. This looks demonic. I love it.
She is not happy. I don't know if you know this.
What? Act like someone just tried to stab her in the face. Now we have this happening up here. if possible, I'd like to keep how the eyes do that animation, but I might just have to go with a freeze frame just to save time on this. No, you go back to where you belong. Turn to your home. Does the hair move in this? Is that what's happening here?
Oh, darn it! Oh.
No, it doesn't move, so I'm safe to do this. So I'm going to turn you back on. Let's assign you a color. That's seafoam. Nope, that's in cause of audio. That's bad. Let's instead do brown. Why not? Let's see. Sometimes I'll lock the source space layer just so I don't accidentally click on it like I just did there.
Good idea.
Let's see. Now let's see how this all plays. That does not. Why is that? Behaving unusually. It's off sync. That's unusual. And now it's bouncing around. Odd. Oh crap. First of all, the track is off. That's bad. I'm gonna have to.
Are you using airport?
Okay, new plan. New plan. Doing a little test to see if each frame is unique. No interpolation. Okay, there's no interpolation between frames, so I should be able to keyframe this. Okay, there is a little bit of some distortion happening. Let's see it. Okay, I know what to do. I'm going to bring back in the pupil shrinking because that will disguise some of the effect happening. Draw you closer to the eye and less away from what's happening in the wrong spot. One here. One here. Just gonna do a heavy feather on both of those. big part of this is just finding the middle ground. What I might do is I might decide to separate them into different sides. Work on one side at a time. Let's make you purple. Just gonna turn you off for now as I work on this side. Okay, now we're going to set the scale and position keyframes. Then every time the guy shrinks, we'll change the position. Shortcut to do that is Alt-P. Sorry for those of you who are on a Windows computer. I don't have a Windows yet.
Windows has an Alt as well.
Oh. Oh, I'm meaning Option on Mac.
Oh.
I'm used to using a Windows as well from a work client I have. I do some work at Verizon, so occasionally I have to use their PCs. So that's oof. So that's actually, I think I can just do that for here. Yeah, that works just fine. Alright, now let's work on this side. I think after we do this effect, we'll call it for the day. Let's see. I think for one we need to reduce a feather. That's definitely going against us here. I don't think we need these track points anymore. Was that seriously what was causing the problem here? It was the track points that was interfering with this. Oh wait. There's a pop. I saw a pop. There it is. There we go. Okay, now let's see with the audio.
Oh, now you've done it! Now you've done it! Oh, now you've done it! Oh, now you've done it! Oh, now you.
I think I want the animation to start actually a little sooner.
You've done it! Oh. Oh, now you've done it! Oh, now you've done it! Oh, now you've done it!
Hey Grim, I'm wrapping up in just like 2 minutes. Why? You gonna be streaming soon?
Also, hi, Grim.
Hi Grim. Yeah, it's Grim Bear. It's Grim Jory. It's Grimjack.
Jack of the Grim.
Ugh. Rip. Alright, what's up? Grim, if you want to hop into the call, we can chat for a little bit. I thought I did post on the community post.
Let me check. Hang on. Oh shit, no it didn't.
Uh-oh, let me... My foolishness.
Did you forget to hit the post button?
I thought I did.
There he is.
Hey, Grim.
Hola, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
For my arrogance, I can keep going for a little bit while I make Leone glare like a mad woman.
I was watching a bit of that. And no worries. Like, totally next time. Just we'll either you or we'll just get a thing set up where it's just written. We just copy and paste and post it on like this, and probably on the Grimjack channel. There's probably still people thinking episode 4 is coming out soon on there. I'm not even joking.
Of Maki?
Oh god.
No, of Akame.
Oh.
Because they don't realize it's move over to the Schmuck Squad channel.
Even though I posted, and even though I on the end cards I post the episode, the next episode, like will take you straight to the episode, like on the episode on the Schmuck Squad and all that. So I don't know. I don't know what else I can do.
You've done your best, and that's all we can ask of you.
But yeah, totally next time would be cool.
Yeah.
See more people.
Wait, do you mean the community post on like YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have access to that.
That's what I'm saying. Like next time we can just set it up where you can even schedule it. If you just sent it to like me or Chase, we could just post it on there, and you can schedule it for the exact time you want it to be seen and all that.
Nice.
And we could just do that. So just let us know. I know there's some people. I think on Mog you were going. One guy was like, "Akame now." It's like,
Jesus fucking Christ.
calm down.
If that guy was here, he'd be like, "Release it now." It's like, it's not done. You're watching me work on it. No, now hit play. I'm like, okay, you want a preview? No.
It takes all my effort. It takes all my effort. To goddamn people.
Oh, so were you're working on other stuff besides the eye, I'm gonna assume, right? Or the eye was that hard? I don't know.
No, I've done other things. I've done.
Okay.
I did what we talked about with Lubbock looking at Akame and his eyebrow. That was the first thing I did.
Oh, I see that.
I was going to do some stuff with Cinema 40, but it wasn't behaving properly, so I decided to shelf that for now. Maybe next stream I'll do a bit of that.
Oh God.
Hey, you guys are the only people that let me experiment with Cinema 4D just because you can't look over my shoulder and just go,
One
stop
sec.
it. It's the frogs. They're rising up against him. Gotta do this.
That's cool though. I was skimming through all of it.
Yeah, turns out the first effect I was planning on doing didn't need to do. Like I was going to do a clean plate for when like you know the smoke was in front of Toby when he was like,
Yeah.
haha. Turns out didn't need to do that. There was actually a frame of that already. I was like, oh, I'm just stupid.
You done it!
Oh,
You
sometimes it's just right in your face the whole time.
Yeah.
I get that.
done it!
What was it? But yeah, I really like how like you're trying to match the eyes. I think maybe a sound effect down the road would be cool for it when she like just that like an impact sound. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be cool.
You done it!
Because it's such a cool expression. Like, it'd be a waste to not
Get
have it time up
unfucked
with it. It'd be such a waste to not have it time up to her dialogue.
I know Carrie had fun with the lines, so.
Oh, I could
turned
tell.
out great.
We had a little preview of her lines actually in slow motion, but
I try not to show too much in terms of dialogue and clips because I don't want to spoil people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
correct.
Everyone, go tweet at Carrie with hashtag now you've done it.
No, you've done it.
Am I doing?
Now you've done it. And she'll totally forget she recorded this line. She'll be like, what have I done?
What are you talking about?
Have I fucked up?
Oh.
Noticing some slight... Okay.
All right. It looks like I'm gonna have to get going, but
Yeah.
but yeah, next time totally we'll
Yeah.
set that up. Are you trying to do the same time?
Yeah, I think I'm going to try for the same time next week. Might even try to do a bit during the week when no one else is streaming. Because Pop sent me the stream schedule, so I might slip in a few while I'm working. Just because I'm already working on this, might as well stream a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I gotta double check that because I know right now I basically lost my Sunday.
Oh, really?
I mean, Sunday was never kind of mine because we were gonna do the new stream on Sunday.
That's right. Yeah.
At one point, but yeah, I was streaming at like a 1, but then that changed because we had calls that were happening then about it, and then the stream's gonna happen. So I'm just gotta like. So like Sunday is an actually good time for right now because like nothing around the time you're doing is happening at the moment.
Yeah.
So
like I know as soon as I sent out that tweet about like, hey guys, I'm gonna be streaming, John D was like, Monday or Sunday, because you're not fucking up our community stream. I was like, no John, I'm sorry. He's like, don't let me get the belt. I'm like, no John, please let me explain.
Grim's done enough to make this a problem.
but yeah, it was.
I don't need 2.
John just showed up at my door with a gun. It was like, John, what are you doing here? No.
I'll never know when an update happens until like a day before. It's just bad. Well, it's kind of like, I'm not going to stream Sunday. Updates are happening Sunday night to Monday morning.
And you're just like, oh no, I need to piss off John D now.
I mean, when it's nighttime, I don't have to, but like, it's always weird if Johnny goes, "Oh, we can stream through 9." Oh wait, no, there's Grim.
I know, but it's funny because
I'd let him know though. He would know too on the server.
yeah,
as well.
It's funny, but this has been a majority of the stream. Just hold on, let me show what's been a majority of the stream. That just me just like, let me just move this to the side and just excellent, yes, right there.
Yes, quite indubitably.
Oh, I was looking the wrong direction in my webcam. It's mirrored. I just gotta be like, yes, over here. Looks like I was denying, but no.
I love how your webcam's blocking Leone's booty.
Not
It's
anymore.
great censorship there. Great censorship work.
Nobody is. I did that just so in case YouTube was like, hey, I know someone's doing something. I'd be like, haha, but I'm blocking it. You can't see.
All right.
No.
Now there's ass.
No.
Now we're fudged.
No. No. You heathens. You perverts. No. I'm blocking it.
Oh.
Why did this pop up? Why did Median go to pop up with this? I didn't tell you to render this.
Did I?
Oh, wait, no, why am I doing that? That's the wrong one. But yes, I think that's all we're going to do for today. At least that's all I'm going to stream. I'm probably going to do a bit more of the motion tracking, some lip flaps and eye movements. Because you've already seen me do that a few times today. That's going to be a bit more of the same. That's the more tedious and the usual stuff I'm used to doing. So hopefully next time we can show you a bit more of the exciting stuff with Cinema 4D and let's see, what else do we have on the document? I made a whole Google spreadsheet for stuff that I need to do. Let's see. If we have the assets from Kaduyu, I can do the distortion on the pond. Hell, even without those, I can actually stall on that. Just time them after we get the lip flaps.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. That would be using one of my favorite effects, turbulent displacement. So yeah, we'll do some distortions and some CG next time. So yeah, okay, yeah, and that's what we'll do. Also, we'll see if we can make things a bit more gory by adding some blood assets onto Toby's arm. Yeah, so look forward to that next time. We're gonna get real interesting next time. All right. And as always, if you want to support the Schmuck Squad, you can head over to the Twitter. You can head over to the Patreon, patreon.com/the Schmuck Squad, where if you want to catch episodes like this early, you just gotta donate $7 to the 7 Deadly Dollar tier, and you see them live when they are meant to air. Because frequently YouTube sees us and just goes, no! And just, copyright strike, immediately. No, you won't get to see it for another month and a half, at best. So, at least...
Thank you, YouTube.
Yeah, we love you, YouTube. So, with the 7 Deadly Dollar tier, you get to see episodes live when they come out and when they're meant to come out.
We also have the dollar tier that
Yes.
for people that can't afford it, that you can see Akame
That's right.
at a certain point after the initial $7 tier week and all
Yes.
that.
So even for $1, if it's still blocked on YouTube, you can still see it before the copyright strike is resolved. So that's honestly really good for $1. I gotta say, I like that you guys do that.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh,
Also,
no.
Grim, if correct me if I'm wrong, but also with any at any level, you gain access to the Discord server. Is that correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Awesome.
We have
Yeah.
a private Discord server.
Yeah, you can.
Not this room though.
Yeah, not this room. That's, I believe, locked to $5 or
$5 on the gaming page.
Gaming, that's right. This is more just locked to admins and
YouTube
stuff.
content.
Yeah. But you get to hop into the Discord server, hang out, talk with us, ask when problem children for, all the good stuff.
No.
Just make sure you at BuddyVA whenever you ask that question.
No. If you do, that means Chase have to write another one.
That's a fair point. Oh no. And I need Chase. I need him for Digimon. Don't take my Chase away.
People were wanting it so badly, and we posted it, and we got like squat for the amount of hub it got. We only did it for Taco.
We did. Let's face
But
it.
like, it was just when I'm like, well, yeah. Like Moggy, I was really worried it was gonna have the problem children effect, but did better. So I'm happy. I love Moggy.
That was a great
So,
episode too.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that episode, I was like, I need to watch this fucking anime.
It's pretty good. In the manga, you continue it because A1 for some reason just didn't want to touch it anymore after the Sinbad one shot they did. I mean, the Sinbad season they did from the
God
spinoff.
Damn it! Why? Why do
I
good
don't
anime
know.
die young?
I don't know. It's just like Moggy, Seven Deadly Sin, Sword Art. Yeah.
People have the most complaints about Sword Art, though. Something witty did it better. Come on.
Yeah, and we're making
I
money.
mean,
money.
Fair enough.
The movie did good. Money.
If you want to follow these boys, you can check out their Twitters at. Go ahead and plug yourselves. Grim?
I am Grimjack. Hi. I voice Lubbock and Akame, and I help write it and direct and all that fun stuff. You can follow me on Twitter at Grimjack. You can subscribe to the Grimjack channel, which is a part of the Schmuck Squad hub. And so if you're doing that, just subscribe to the Schmuck Squad if you haven't. But yeah, thank you. I was only here for like 20 minutes.
I think your official job title is tell Red Beast what to do.
What? No.
Red Beast, fix it. Okay.
Red Beast laugh.
Oh.
No.
Can I stop, sir?
Death
Can I
for
stop?
our amusement.
You're too good for me, Red Beast.
Oh, thank you. And we got the fabulous John D here.
Hi, I'm John D. I'm gonna type it in my in the chat. You can follow me there if you want to. I mostly I'm part of the Schmucks Gaming stuff, although I do a tiny bit of voice acting too. And that's about it for me. Check out. Oh yeah, no. Check on Monday.
There's something
community
happening
stream.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, the community stream. We're going to be playing some Halo Reach.
Really?
CC Reach.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Reach me.
You two should join us.
I don't have a PC yet.
Right? I keep forgetting.
Why must you taunt me, John? You're the one helping me build it.
Oh!
John,
One day I have to.
why?
I'll make the time one day.
John, you, me, Storm, Rec, we gotta make a fire team and go through the story modes one of these days.
No, legendary mode.
Yeah, legendary, all skulls on.
No.
We lasso this bitch.
Which game are we talking about? Exactly?
Reach.
Okay, that works. If you said Halo 1 or Halo 2, I would have been gone.
God, no. 4 maybe.
Or actually, you can't do a 4-player co-op on Halo 1 and 2. Whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Go tune in. Join us for the community stream tomorrow at 9 EST, 6 PST.
And once again, I'm RedBeast13. You can follow me on Twitter at RedBeastX13 because apparently RedBeast13 was taken. I have initiated a arcane pagan ritual to take that RedBeast soul to make myself stronger. Working on it. We'll get there together. But yeah, you can just hit me up there if you have any questions about editing, or if you want to nag me about why it takes a year to make each Digimon episode. I'm sorry, but Yeah. Also, don't forget to follow the Schmuck Squad on their Twitter at the Schmuck Squad to stay up to date on all information related to streams, episodes, and just all that